Hello, Internet. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start, but before it does, the countdown timer is going to come on. We are talking about luck. What does luck have to do with YouTube success? Sure as heck seems like this person over there is doing really well. This similar person over there is not doing well. It's gotta be luck. I'm going to break it all down for you, but as I mentioned, we'll get the countdown timer going. I will flip over to the beloved Bald Spot Cam, get some awesome jams going, and I always have a hot mic, so you never know what's going to happen. Let's go. Got a new little animation right here. You like it? John Ventrini knows what's up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One and all, welcome, welcome.
Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. You can't escape.
Someone's paying attention.
Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can
I guess the question is, does this little circle animation make my stream any better? Who knows the answer to that? Nobody knows.
what you think about when you're born into a fire.
Sharing is caring. Thank you, Artfully Blind with Diana.
Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I am your host, Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I am here dropping the YouTube knowledge, answering your questions about YouTube. Could be about analytics, could be about growing your channel, could be about marketing, could be about graphic design. It doesn't matter. If you've got a question, you can use my web development, tech knowledge, expertise in graphic design. Use all of that to your advantage. I'm here answering your questions. And our topic today is, what does luck have to do with it? How much of your success is due to luck? I'm going to break it all down for you today. Let's see who is here. This is a live show, people. Live. We've got a lot of people. Adams Exploits, welcome. Pittsburgh Artist Studio. If you yell real loud from Pittsburgh, I might be able to hear you in Harrisburg, where I'm at. Welcome to the channel. Artfully Blind with Diana is here. Einar as well. Communication, social media, live streaming. That is a super clear YouTube channel name, Einar. I dig it. John Ventrini is here, host of the Venture Forward. And Harneal Media, my friend Mr. Steve Nealon. Marilyn's here. We'll give her some purple hearts. She always puts purple hearts in her comments, which I like. Oh, did I say Steve Nealon? Yes, I did. Jaden's here as well. Welcome. Robin's Buys and DIYs. Love that channel name. Stuart Video is here. Love his channel icon. Super clear, super awesome. And Shalalala Productions. That's Mr. Robert Lee. JJE is here. I think I know who that is. Hello. Welcome. I think I know who it is. And Hugh Demand is here. That's Wit Profit, everybody. Oh, I got a great topic for you today. It's going to be amazing. Check out a few things we got going on here. This tipping service. There's a link in the description. It's also on the screen, real tiny, right underneath my finger. If you use that, simple credit card or PayPal, you get your name flashed up on the screen with a little alert, and I will trigger the hype button. For every $1 donated, you'll get a hype. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, we got the hype button active today, peoples. Should be a lot of fun. And also, Buy Me a Coffee, same thing. If you do a Buy Me a Coffee, you'll get a push for every $1 on Buy Me a Coffee as well. That also triggers a animation with your name on the screen. If you use the tipping service, you get your name right here. You can have some screen real estate on my channel. It could be there for a minute. It could be there for 5 shows. Whoever tips gets replaced. So it's the latest tipper. 30-day tipper, you can overtake that amount if you want, and you'll stick there for 30 days, regardless of who jumps in this spot. So that's how it works around here, peoples. Isn't that cool? I also have a Patreon. Let's take a look at some of my Patreon folks. Top Patreon are on the screen right now. Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter, Love Audio Production, Shalalala Productions, The Venture Forward, Driveway Workshop, Harneal Media, Wit Profit, Rich Vibes. Thank you for being top patrons. Quick ad about The Venture Forward. That's a channel about recovery. The host, John Ventrini, is awesome. And if you or someone you love is suffering from addiction issues, you might find something awesome on that channel. Plus, John's a really cool guy. If you want to do a paid ad, holler at me after the show, and I'll make that happen. I'm on all the social medias. $1 patrons are here. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. Hey, listen, I have a lot of free content. My free content takes me time, money, and energy to create. So I'm investing in this free content. Any dollar amount you want to throw my way will be appreciated. And tonight only, everyone who gives me a tip through either of these services, through All Things YouTube, Buy Me a Coffee, or through the Stream Elements, you get a physical sticker. I will mail you a sticker anywhere in the world. I have international stickers too. So if you want that sticker, you can. I'll have a limited amount, but I have a few left. So You can get that going live today during the live show. You get that today. Oh, hey, Rich Vibes is here too. Sorry, I think I missed you. Jerry Brown. Hi, Jerry Brown. I was just talking about you. Jerry's one of my longest supporters, and he's pretty awesome too. Oh, it's raining where he's at. Almost missed it. Well, I'm glad you snuck in here. All right. If you have a question, drop it in the chat. I will answer it. It's that simple. If I go a while without answering it, maybe ask it a second time. There's a chance I might have missed it. Doesn't happen often, but hey, I am human. Also published a podcast. If you go to podcast.allthingsyoutube.com, I do have an audio podcast, and I'm considering doing interviews on people who have growing channels. If you're in the partner program and you're going at YouTube hard, and you want to be interviewed, contact me and maybe we'll make that happen if that's what you're interested in. Oh, also, I have a fun announcement. There is a conference Friday and Saturday, March 25th and the 26th. SammySuperstar.com. $50 gets you a seat. I am a presenter at this conference. There's some other presenters on the screen now. SammySuperstar.com. Go check it out, and I will be there. Tip Calico. Hi, Callie. I didn't see you slip in here. Thank you for the $20 tip. Appreciate that. You'll get 20 hypes. Thank you, thank you. Awesome sauce. Now, you have to give me an address because I will not have an address to mail this. I don't get that when people... So just drop me anywhere in the world you want me to mail this, and I will mail it to you. How you like them apples? Calico. And I love the name, too, Calico. That is an interesting name because her name's Callie. Calico cat. I dig it. I dig it. It's cool. It is cool. It is cool. Oh, been lurking and working. Hey, I feel you. I do it all the time. Here comes another one. Artfully Blind with Diana, $5. You will get a sticker as well. Please send me your address. Here's some 5 hypes. The hype button is going, baby. Let's burn those batteries out. I'll buy more batteries. In the hizzy. Yeah. All right. Good deal. Thank you. Thank you for your support. It helps. It helps. It helps. It helps. Last piece of news on my Facebook group. Hey, look, if you're not in the Facebook group, get on in there. It's awesome. Just one change. There's no change to any of the rules. Nothing's changed. The only thing that's different is if you're doing self-promotion, I have a pinned post or a pinned post at the top. We're going to put self-promotion in that pinned post as a comment. That's kind of a new thing we're doing now. That'll keep the group clean. It'll make questions that are put there a little bit more noticeable, and I think it's going to work a little better that way. So that's just kind of a new thing we've got going on in the Facebook group. Get on in the Facebook group if you're not in the Facebook group. There's the host of the conference coming up, Mr. Sammy Superstar. Go to SammySuperstar.com for more information. All right. Let's get into it. What does luck have to do with it? Now listen, I know what it's like being on YouTube. I know what it's like being on YouTube for many years. I think I'm 7 years into it now. I know what it's like publishing hundreds of pieces of multiple hundreds of pieces of content over those 7 years. And from your driver's seat at your YouTube channel, it can sure as heck seem like, hey, I see this person over here, this other YouTuber putting in the effort, they're blowing up. I see this other YouTuber over here, they're putting in the effort, they're not blowing up. I'm putting in the effort, I'm not blowing up. It's got to be luck. I can speak with certainty that it's luck because this is what I see going on. I've been at YouTube for a long time. It's undeniable. Luck. Luck has everything to do with it. That is something you can come up with as a YouTuber. It's not correct. It's not correct. There's a way around luck. And I'm going to break it all down for you. We did have a question in the chat. I'm going to get to that. Oh, you bought some. Right. Got it. I love that thinking. I love that thinking. As I mentioned, that's a cool name. Okay, so we had a question. Here we go. Robin's Buys and DIYs. Love the channel name. I recently got to 1,000 subs. When should I apply for YPP? Should I wait till I get a cushion of subscribers in case it goes under 1,000? Typically, what happens is you're on the way up. You know, you're projecting up, so you don't have to wait. I presume you also have 4,000 watch hours. So you are eligible, because there's three requirements for eligibility. Also, no channel strikes. So I imagine all of this is completely ready to go. So you have no strikes and you have the public watch hours. I would not wait. I would jump on it right away. From what we're hearing in the community is this is not a super long process. It used to take multiple weeks. Now it's pretty fast. No, I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait. So there you go. Get on in there. Get monetized. I know, that should be the lyrics. This topic is so perfect for me as I struggle, says Pittsburgh Artist Studio. Excellent. And it is ready. Yep. Apply away is my recommendation. The watch hours are much more difficult, in my opinion. Agreed. It's not a low bar. It is much easier to play in the Twitch ecosystem. You don't have to get that high of a bar. YouTube set it higher. But in my opinion, there's no ceiling on YouTube. You can go up and up and up and up. And there seems to be like, you can only go so far on other platforms. So I do like that. All right. Let's talk about this topic, which I thought I printed out. There it is. Sorry about that. I need my notes. Yes, it's a rolling 365 days. So just look back 365 days, and that's when you have to have 4,000 watch hours. It's not per calendar year or anything strange like that. Arrow's DIY is here. Hello. It takes about 5 days, but be sure to verify your accounts because they will take your... Yeah, okay. 5 days. 5 days isn't bad. It used to be a lot longer than that. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. It took 3 months to monetize me, says Artfully Blind with Diane. I remember that. There were several All Things YouTube shows where it's like, Matt, I haven't heard a response yet. So, yeah. All right, so let's get into the topic of luck. I made some graphics. I like graphics. I'm a graphic kind of guy. So this is what happens at the beginning of your YouTube journey. This is like sweat equity. So this is the amount of effort. So you put in 10 units of effort to your YouTube channel, and it will equal one result, one cool guy, cool gal result. Now, some people, this is their entire experience. They never leave this screen, and that's a reality for some people. Ideally, you'll get to this, where you put in 10 units of energy and you'll get 10 results. Things go really well, they'll do this. You'll put in 1 unit of energy and you'll get 10 results. And I get it. You look around, some people are doing this right away. Some people are on the platform 3 months. they're monetized, their audience is growing, they're putting in one little bit of effort and they're exploding. And then here, this could be you. You could be the total opposite. It's a harsh thing to perceive. But here's the takeaway. Being on the outside looking in, you don't know the research that's going into the show prep or in the video prep for those channels, successful channel A or unsuccessful channel B. You don't know how well the audience is resonating with one YouTuber versus the other, even if they do similar things, even if they have similar on-camera presence. One could be resonating and one couldn't. You don't have the analytic. You can't get in and see, how people are responding to their thumbnails and titles. You can't see the analytics of, are people watching the majority of the videos of the successful channel versus that. There are a lot of things that go into skirting around the luck. The luck. Arrows DIY says it just got monetized in December and it was pretty quick. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, see, now Polly Wants a Crafter, that's Jerry Brown. His metrics dropped and they removed the partner program from him, which they will do. They will do it. I need those results. I know. Well, I mean, so I ultimately what all of this is trying to articulate is YouTube is not you put in X amount of effort and you deserve X amount of results. That's not the game it's playing. That's not the game you're playing. That's not how the system's set up. The algorithm. There's another way to look at it. The algorithm cannot force you to click on a video. The algorithm cannot mandate that you watch the video the whole way through before you click somewhere else. I mean, ask yourself, when you're on YouTube, you're on YouTube. Everyone in the audience here has a YouTube account because they're live here on the audience and they're chatting. When you watch people's videos, is there some sort of uncontrollable force moving your hand and forcing you to click on things? No, you've got free will. You've got agency over yourself. So the algorithm can't force people to do those things. And the system is built around people clicking and people watching things. So if it was luck, that wouldn't exist like that. It wouldn't exist. People have the free will to do things. Those that skirt around luck do this. They've taught themselves and they've done trial and error and they've published a lot and they've watched their analytics and they've learned how to first have good topic ideas for their content. They come up with good ideas that their audience will likely embrace. So that they come up with good ideas. 2, they do off YouTube marketing. You can't be successful only playing in the YouTube space. You got to bring those eyeballs from off of YouTube onto your video and have your video be the first in the viewing session. It's called a session start. They also make a good thumbnail and title combination. The title and the thumbnail work together, and if you do it right, you'll have an enticing, clickable combination, and people will click into your video. Then your video has to be something people will want to consume, most or all of it. So you've got to keep them watching. If they come in, watch 10 seconds and leave, bad. If they come in, watch 10%, leave, bad. They've got to watch all of it or most of it. And then people who skirt around luck analyze their analytics, particularly the two I've already talked about, not surprisingly, click-through rate and average percent viewed, how much they watch. Now, watch time is important, but you don't play the game thinking watch time. You play the game thinking the two things that contribute to watch time, click-through rate and average percent viewed. Those together is kind of like saying watch time. If there's any consultant saying, get more watch time, it's a little too abstract. You've got to say, you got to have the clickable videos and you got to keep them watching after they click. That's really the tangible way to get watch time is speaking about watch time in those two activities. YouTube doesn't care about your channel. And largely, what they do care about is putting your video, not your channel, the video that you published or the video you're going live, putting that in front of people that it thinks want to watch it. It is a user-focused system. Users are at the top, or viewers, watchers. Watchers are at the top. Now, there's a lot of constituents when you're dealing with the YouTube ecosystem. You're dealing with content creators, like the channel owners. You're dealing with people who buy the ads. And you're dealing with the viewers. That's the trifecta that make up the ecosystem of YouTube. People who watch, people who create, and people who buy the ads. Out of those three, I'm sorry to say, it's the viewer that takes the top spot. That's who YouTube caters to. Because without people viewing stuff, everything else falls apart. There wouldn't be any channel owners. There wouldn't be any people buying ads to put on the system. So YouTube tries to take your video based on what the viewer has watched in the past. They make a determination. Is Matt Haas's video good for that user? Oh, that user also searched topics on how to be successful on YouTube. Yeah, maybe we're going to put Matt's video in front of this person on the interface. Could be an up next. It could be a search result, or it could be on the recommended shelf. It could be on the front page, the holy grail, the front page of YouTube. So it's a system where they put your stuff in. That's all they care about. They care about the users. They use your video to fulfill the user's need. Engagement and retention, baby. You got it. What makes a good title? I will answer that. Just a moment. I'll get to that in a second. Also, ask yourself if it really was up to luck. And this is sort of anecdotal evidence. This doesn't prove anything, but this is like one more layer to this whole thing. People have written books on how to be successful on YouTube. People have made courses on how to be successful on YouTube. People have done consulting services to make people successful. It is a system. You can learn it. You can do the things that make your video more attractive to your audience. It's not luck. Now, of course, luck does play some small role in everything we do in life. But, look at it this way. I am trying to be interviewed more. I like being interviewed. I think I perform well when I'm being asked questions. I think I answer with good information in an entertaining way, and it's something I enjoy doing. I have been actively putting out there in the world, if you want to interview me, pitch me an idea, and if it's a good idea and I have time and our schedules align, I'll do it. Also, I have been asked to be interviewed by people who have seen my content and just like it. Am I getting lucky because I am being interviewed more than, say, someone else? No. I'm taking an active role to try and make that situation happen. And when people do cold call me, I say yes whenever possible. I mean, I'm doing Sammy Superstar thing, I'm going to be put in front of people who I don't know, and I'm going to deliver an awesome keynote at that conference. Am I lucky? No. That creator saw what I do, liked what I did, and asked me if I wanted to be part of this opportunity. And I said yes. That's not luck. I was actively, so, and again, that doesn't prove, like, a lot of these things don't prove once and for all that luck has zero to do with it, but it just sort of adds to the situation. Does that make sense? Oh, see, someone says you should interview him. I welcome being interviewed. Thank you. Stuart says my stuff is great. I was thinking of the same. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, here's some praise from Mr. Ventrini. Consummate professional, have a great work ethic, and absolutely incredible person to not only work with, but also thank you. All right. So, what makes a good title? Okay, keep the questions coming because that will keep the show going. So everyone's having a good time here, right? So let's keep the questions coming, and I will have an awesome show for you. So yeah, bottom line, there is a way to go around luck and make your own luck. And it's not just putting in effort and getting result. That's not enough. You've got to do things. You've got to do things that will resonate with your audience. And you've got to teach yourself how to do those things. I can help. I can help teach you those skills. I've done it. I've got a big old channel over here. I've been on YouTube for 7 some years. And I love the tech community. I visited Google. This is my name badge when I was at the Google office. No, I wasn't there just because I knew someone and I took a tour. They invited me there for a meeting. Google staff wanted to talk to me. That was one of my crowning achievements as a professional. I did like that experience. All right, I'm going to answer the what makes a good title here in a moment. But did you notice the frame around here? You probably may not have perceived it, but it's a video frame. Looks like a green frame. This blue will work its way around. And the dark green on the other side. So half of it's my brand color. And then this corner is blue and this is dark green. I just thought that was neat. And when I do the screen share, it's the same thing. The blue in the corner will rotate around. This is asking a lot of a computer to have a video overlay with a video source and a screen share. Like, that's asking how's the dark green up there? And again, like, is this making my content better? I don't know. I don't know if it is, but I thought it was fun, and I think it's interesting, and so there you go. Oh yeah, the random timer. Yeah, this I haven't taken that away yet. That when that gets to 0, then it goes to the push in, and then that's a 15-second, and then that goes to the GoPro, and that stays there for 15 seconds, and then it goes back to there. That's what that's for. I was going to remove it, but I kind of like having it there because if I'm kind of going on a rant, I can look up there and say, oh, I better not. Like, it just helps me predict. Preparation meets opportunity equals luck. Yeah. You know, for holidays, you have family members over. One of my family members who doesn't have the work ethic and drive that I do was looking around and, just like, oh, man, you're so lucky. You're so lucky you've got this. You're so lucky I've got that. You've got this. You're so lucky you've got this. You're so lucky. I finally said, isn't it strange that the harder I work and the more that I bust my butt, magically, the more lucky I become. Kind of shut that down. Which is it? Creating content for our target audience or for those who are current regular viewers? Oh, that's a good one. I do have an answer. I will answer that question. That's a great one. Okay, let me get to the other one first. What makes a good title? Artfully Blind with Diana, your question's next. A good title is accurate, okay? No surprises. If a title isn't accurate, that's called clickbait because they're going to think they're going to get something, and it's not what they're going to get. So it's accurate. It usually has, oh, here comes a tip, $1 Einar Riss Hansen. Excellent. You get one hype Einar, and you send me your mailing address, and I will get you the All Things YouTube 3-inch by 3-inch sticker. Thank you for the tip. Also, a good title has usually 3, maybe 4 words that is the key phrase or the key words of your video, describing what your video is. 3, maybe 4 words describing what your video is. And then it has some sort of excitement or hype or type of phrase. Like, for example, I had a video on my woodworking channel. How I made this desk. I built this desk. And it's a computer desk. I have computers on my computer desk. So I originally was going to have the title, How to Build a Computer Desk. Well, that doesn't have any hype words. So I made it the ultimate computer desk DIY build, or how to build the ultimate computer desk DIY, the ultimate computer, like that's the hype word. So a good title is 3 or 4 words that describe what your video is very accurately, and then some sort of hype word, the best, the ultimate, something like that. What's your artist studio? You're like, okay, you don't just say tools I use to create art. You're like, the best tools I use to create. Oh, I want to know which are the best. A good title piques the curiosity of the person that's going to click it. And a good title leaves something out that the person has to find out. I want to find out what the best art supplies are from Pittsburgh Artist Studio. Or, oh, he's building a computer desk. I use a computer. What makes his computer desk the ultimate computer desk? It kind of... And it also, a good title is part of the question that could be asked, or part of the answer of the question people are searching for. Because YouTube is a search engine, people go on YouTube to search for content they want. Does your title fit in with that searching mentality? Like, is it a good search result for the type of thing people would search for? That's what makes a good title. 3 or 4 words describing it that are the key phrase, and then some action words or hype words attached to it, and it goes with the searching methodology. It fits in with searching. That makes a good title. I hope that was clear. That was a lot of information. But these some of these topics, they take a lot of details to kind of to articulate. Tornado warnings. Uh-oh. Jerry, my goodness. Jerry Brown. All right. Be safe, my friend. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. To be successful, you must have a very long channel name. Yes. It's sort of like the strategy beauty pageant contestants use. You know, a bad beauty pageant contestant name would be Cher, like a one syllable, 4-character name. A good beauty pageant name is Tiffany Amber Thiessen. You know, because it takes longer to speak. You get more airtime. When I say Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon, that took me 2 seconds to say compared to something shorter. But I do like names on the longer side. Like, these are my channel. Awesome Wood Things. That's 4 syllables. All Things YouTube. This is a short one, but I do like names, channel names that are very descriptive of what you're going to get. Because part of being successful is meeting the expectations of the viewer, not your expectations. You built your stuff. You know what to expect. What is in the mind of the people that are going to click on your stuff, and having a clear channel name. Like, what do you think you're going to get here? You're going to get things made out of wood that are awesome. Like, there's no ambiguity. That's another tactic. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. That is a beauty pageant contestant name if I've ever seen one. All right. We had a question from Artfully Blind with that. Keep the questions coming, people, and we'll keep the show on the rails. Here's a fun thing. I've got a t-shirt and a sticker. This sticker, the only way you can get this particular sticker is if you buy it from that store. And I also have the same design on the shirt. Now, the reason I like this design is people will ask you about your YouTube channel. You don't have to go up to people. Here I am out in the real world. I'm holding up 10 fingers because 10 people asked me about my shirt. If you're an introvert, that shirt is what you want. Go get it. Just so you know, my t-shirt merchandise, I purposely hardly make any profit on it because I want it to be the lowest cost. I just want awesome stuff out into the world. So if you want that shirt because you want it, that's the reason to get it. It's just because you want it. No other reasons necessary. And then if you want these stickers, free shipping anywhere in the world, and you can have that sticker. But you got to go to the shop to get it. This sticker I'll give to anyone who donates through the tipping service or through Buy Me a Coffee. You'll get that. That's the only way you can get this, is if you tip during the live show. That t-shirt rules. I bought it last week and I'm waiting for it. Great. Awesome. That's amazing. Hashtag all things YouTube. Okay, Diana, you had a question. I'm going to answer your question. Creating content for your target audience or for those who are current regular. Oh, those are kind of the same thing. Oh, your target audience. Oh, you mean, okay. So for never mind. Target audience are people who could like your stuff that are not watching your stuff now, or people who are watching already. You always, it's not a one or the other type of thing. You always have to make your stuff clear so that someone in your target audience, that's not your audience yet, will understand what it is you're doing. In other words, you don't want to only use terminology that just your audience will understand. You want to use terminology and graphics and everything you do marketing-wise. You want that to be consumable and understood by people who don't know you, that are in your target audience, that aren't your audience yet. You want them to clearly know what it is your stuff is about and what they're going to get after they click your video and start watching your video or join one of your live streams. But you always have to give your current audience more of what they want and less of what they don't want. So it's yes for this, and your stuff has to be applicable to new people. You can't do one without the other. My channel is called All Things YouTube, but it's really how to grow an audience. I've got this opener here, like this. So you've got to keep and grow an audience. So you can never ignore your current audience. Now, there are ways that you can change the direction of your audience and hopefully keep most or all of the people that are in there as you pivot to something new. But it's the strategy is to always make it inviting for new people, and don't do anything ambiguous, or don't use any phrases or terms or stuff that you've sort of developed in your own little audience. Don't project that outwardly, and push and keep doing the things that your audience likes, and stop doing the things your audience doesn't like. Look at the name of this, Lucky Burrito, Fearlessly Authentic Podcast. What about the censorship? First of all, I love burritos and I love podcasts. I have a Fearlessly Authentic podcast myself. It's called podcast.allthings. I have 10 episodes, people. I dig it. Well, censorship. That's an interesting topic. I do want that shirt. Well, that shirt's available. Go get it. Well, censorship, in my opinion, is never good. I'm of the mind that, as long as someone's not breaking a community guideline, which is like very heinous things, like, calling for harm to be done to a specific person, or, crossing those, if you're not doing that, I'm of the mind that daylight and sunshine is the best disinfectant. Someone's ranting on about something completely crazy. Let everyone see how crazy they are. If there's, but I am not an owner of YouTube, so I don't control what gets censored and what doesn't get censored. My thing is, there should be fairness. Like if a topic is off limits, it should be off limits no matter who says that topic. There's been some debate that, only this type of channel will get hurt, and this type can do the same thing and they won't get hurt. That I'm not like. YouTube is trying to be more even-handed with the things they do to protect users by limiting what can be on the system. But, I'm that there was an old saying, that, the saying goes, let me look it up. Let me make sure I get it right. I disapprove of what you say, but will defend to the death your right to say it. Like, that was a core tenet for a while. YouTube is censoring me. Oh my, that's not good. That's not good. Well, remember, YouTube censors videos. They don't censor people or channels, usually. So that's not good. That's not good. Hopefully you are within the community guidelines, and And, some people say, oh, well, ads were removed. So that you might be within the community guidelines, but it might not be ad friendly. Some people will say that's censorship. And in some degree that's accurate because it does limit you. So polls on our community tab is very useful, and anything else for knowing better what the current audience wants to see, ? You ask them. Polls work. Straight up ask them. Say, what kind of content do you want to see on my channel? Do you have an email newsletter? Ask it in the email. Reply to this message. Let me know what you want to see. For sure. Yes. I speak too much truth. Well, yeah. That's tough. That's tough. It's tough when that happens. Now, but this is Google's platform. Google owns YouTube, and they'll do what they think is best. My only hope is that they're even-handed with it. They apply their rules, even if I don't agree with the rule. They apply them fairly. YouTube's not perfect. I've never said YouTube was perfect, and I will rail against YouTube if I think they made the wrong call. I think they made the wrong call by taking the dislike count away from the dislike button. I still do think that is a great indicator of the quality of the video, and it can help you choose what to watch and what not to watch and avoid watching something that's not a good fit for you. But they had different reasons for taking it away, and those reasons outweighed that concern of mine, and they did it. But I don't think it's... If I was in charge of YouTube, that dislike count would go back immediately. When I got demonetized for 10 days, when it came back, my rate went down to half. Does that sound fishy? Your rate... Are you talking your CPM? Your CPM went down? There is anecdotal type conjecture out there as to what could happen in the worst case scenario. There's things about shadow banning. There's things about, slowly turning off the spigot and all the nefarious things that could be happening to someone, or things that do happen after that type of thing. And YouTube has said that the recommendation engine is completely different from the monetization side. The systems don't talk to each other. People have argued about that, both sides of the aisle, even though YouTube says what I just said. There are lots of in the weeds types of things like that. There's Mr. Dave Gatton. He loves my piano endeavors. Hey, we got another tip. Wit Profit 420. Thank you. I will round up. Thank you, Hugh. Let me know your physical address. Everyone who donated, let me know your address after the show. Send me a Facebook message if you want. Facebook.com/Matt Haas, no space, AAS. Or you can send me an email, matt@allthingsyoutube.com, just matt@allthingsyoutube.com. And I will get that out for you. I do have more of these on order. They just shipped today. So if you don't get your sticker within 3 days, it might take 5 or 6 to get to you. But they will get to you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. 3-letter agencies. Yeah. Well, I wish we lived in a world where everything was allowed except for community guideline violations. And but that's not the world we live in. A lot of people are all over the place on multiple platforms, especially if you're speaking the truth too much. You should not only be on YouTube. You should be everywhere. Like, do you have a Rumble account? You should get on over there. There's other platforms you should be on as well. Another tip, John Ventrini, 1111. Thank you, sir. Rounded up to 12. I'm very generous with the hype. Thank you. Thank you for the monetary support. I appreciate it. I need to learn how to make all those stickers pop up on my screen when live. You are so good at clicking YouTube buttons, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, a lot of it is this piece of magic right here. The Stream Deck. I've got a lot of these programmed. So there's my call to action email newsletter, call to action course. Hey, if you're not in my course, I got 32 free lessons. Just keep choosing the free preview. It'll unlock practically the whole course. What's this one? Oh, my shows. Yeah. I do things off of YouTube as well. I mean, off of All Things YouTube. On my Awesome Fun Things channel. And we're doing this week. Friday, the Super Terrific Awesome Show is back. Episode 5 with Sandy Archer and myself. I stream every morning on the weekdays up here. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, I try and be good with all this stuff. I got my computer blue screen of death glitch. I love that one. Even though I'm on a Mac, I have the blue screen of death. If you want that transition, I've got it for free. All you got to do is sign up on my email newsletter, and you can download it as an instant download if you want that video transition. That's another part of my strategy is give away a lot of free stuff. Oh, do you have a Stream Deck? I got icons for you. I have over 400. Actually, it's 487. I should have said almost 500, but I put 400 in the marketing. allthingsyoutube.com/icon. I'm asking $5 or more. It's a pay what you want model, but $5. If you want 487 icons, designs, they actually appear in 5 different colors. So there's 4,000 icons total. But anyway, you can go allthingsyoutube.com/icon. I will click around Stream. Oh, StreamYard has ways to put stuff on there as well. I love all my little pop-ups. You know, I pop-ups. My funny one, where's my Lionel Richie? That's my favorite. It's Lionel Richie and Lionel from Thundercats. Lionel Richie. I can't get enough of that. I just think it's so funny. Oh, this is a fun graphic. I made that in Final Cut Pro. Laura CZ Fitness. Oh, Laura. Hi. You were on Stuart's show the other day. Good to see you. I am great. I'm glad you're here on All Things YouTube Live. Oh, I appreciate every time you watch. As much or as little as possible. Never feel bad about watching some part or all of my content. I'll take every click and every watch time, as much or as little. It's all good, Jaden. I'm glad you watch what you can. And I'm glad I'm entertaining, and I'm glad you're getting something out of it. I create my own for StreamYard. Yes. StreamYard's a great tool. I use StreamYard as a co-host. I don't use StreamYard myself, but it is a great system. Easy to use too. It's probably one of the easiest to use. For sure. All right. Sometimes people ping me with show suggestions. Thought that was you did fix my anonymous LOL. Oh, yes. Yep. I did send you some stickers. I hope they arrived in the mail. I had an address for you. Hopefully it's a current address. If you did not get your sticker, Jerry Blakesley, Living Beyond Disability, please let me know and tell me where I can mail you, because he gave me some tips last show and I sent some stickers out. Again, anyone who tips me any amount will get an All Things YouTube 3-inch by 3-inch sticker, vinyl sticker. Not the cheap ones. These are like the vinyl stickers. I put these stickers on my phone. Now this is my other channel. Looks as good as the day I put it on. 2 years later, I keep phones for 2 years. I don't know what they do. It's not paper. It's like plastic or epoxy. I don't know what it is, but it's indestructible. They use the same material they put on conference floors. When you're at a conference, people walk on, the stickers on the floor. They walk on it all week long. They're unmarred. I don't understand the technology that make these stickers so awesome. 0% luck. It's all effort, in my opinion. Hello, Shauna. Hello. You without effort, you can't succeed. But it's not, I put in 1 unit of effort, I deserve 1 unit of result. You still got to do the right things. You got to say the right things. You got to look. You got to have your videos look the right way. The pacing's got to be there. The story's got to be there. The thumbnail, the title, all of that. The marketing's got to be there. You got to do all the things. And yes, effort. Without the effort, you're nowhere. It's tags the least important content after thumbnail, title, and description. Yes, tags are the least important piece of metadata. However, it's still a piece of metadata. YouTube still does use it, so you still must fill in the tags field in your metadata. What YouTube has said is it doesn't take long for YouTube to really be confident about what's in your video, because they'll look at the title, they'll look at the description. Hopefully those two things are accurate. That's on you. You created the title and description. They'll look at the closed captioning. Hopefully you went through the closed captioning and cleaned it up if you're using the automatic closed captions, which you have an opportunity to edit. Hopefully you've done that. And once YouTube starts getting feedback as to who's watching it, who's clicking it, then they kind of ignore what's in your tags. But they don't ignore the tags completely. They're still being looked at, mostly in the early parts of after you publish the content. But yes, to answer your question, they are the least important. That doesn't mean they're not important. They are the least. Do you design your own thumbnail? I do. I do design my own thumbnail. If you get into Sammy's course, which is this Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be talking about how I design things like thumbnails and overlays for live streams, particularly content about interviews. That's what his conference is. I design all of my stuff. Another thing successful YouTubers all have in common is graphic design. Yes, you have to know about video, but there's a lot of two-dimensional images that you need. Your thumbnail, the marketing. You should be good about manipulating photos and graphics. You need to understand these concepts. If not, get on Skillshare, get on LinkedIn Learning, try and find free courses, find YouTubers talking about graphic design, and brush up your skills. Can you take a photo and put a border around it? Like this photo I showed, like if I said, put a 25-inch orange border around this photo, could you do it? If I said, put a font, type a word in Arial condensed black at 64 points, could you put a word over top of this video. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Matt, come on, that seems so easy. But no, this is a difficult thing for some people, and that's fine. Not everything has to come easy. Get good at manipulating graphics because you're going to need it. I mean, I created all of these logos, and I even tried to have some consistency between my logos because this font, and that is the same font. Every one of my properties has the word awesome or the word things or both. Awesome things, awesome things. I try. There's a method to my madness. Also the color. I reused the colors across all my properties. That's not by accident. That's on purpose. That is an excellent source. Pittsburgh Artist Studio. Canva is a fantastic source for thumbnail creation, particularly because they've baked in a lot of the design. They've had expert designers craft those templates that you just have to change the words. But the font and the style and the drop shadow and the glowing effect, it's all there. I strongly suggest people who aren't good at graphic design use systems like that because the graphic design's baked in. Also, color theory. Just type color theory into Google. You'll have a million tools that help you pick good combinations of colors. I've got my colors. I've got the, well, trust me, these are the entity codes for the colors that I use in my content. I have a green, a blue, and a red that I use, but they're tertiary colors on the color wheel, so that they work together. If you search awesome, Matt will be there. Thank you. Thank you, Marilyn. Did you hear him, Mary? Tags are the least important. Okay. I have the feeling you may have mentioned that to someone else. I don't think I saw this. Yes, right. My hubby follows many controversial channels that often get shut down only because of misinformation. Yeah, it's a tumultuous time we live in. It's only going to get worse as we run up to the 2024 election, believe me. Do you think it's better to speed up a process or cut smaller clips of real-time Oh boy, do I have an answer for this one. I almost didn't see that. If I don't answer your question, ask again. What are the top 3 things? Ooh, I lost the context. Lucky Burrito, remind me what you were talking about, and I'll clarify. Video editing is a process of removal. It's a process, if you're doing it right, you should remove as much as possible. Speeding up, I'm a big fan of speeding things up. On my YouTube channel, Awesome Wood Things, I do a lot of fast forwarding through my content, but I try and do it awesome, for lack of a better word. Like if I'm cutting a piece of wood, I'll go double speed as the wood hits the saw blade, and then I'll go 8 times speed, ripping the board, and then as the board gets almost finished, I'll go 4 times speed, 2 times speed, and then I'll pick it up and I'll put. So it sort of gradually ramps up, gradually ramps back down. For repetitive tasks, I speed up, because you only need to know how to. If I'm ripping down 8 boards, you only need to see me do it once, and then I can fly through 20 times speed for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or I don't even show 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just, but definitely remove. It should be a process of removal. Keep removing stuff until it doesn't make sense. And then, just make it make sense with the least amount of content as possible. Oh, now I wonder if we watch some of the same shows. I watch a lot of YouTube. I have many interests. Yes, I've got a woodworking, YouTube, piano, and a vlog channel, but believe me, I'm I'm kind of a nut about lawn care. I know it sounds kind of boring, but my lawn is immaculate and is the envy of my neighborhood, and I kind of get enjoyment out of that. Yeah, there are many interests that I am all over, and it goes way beyond what I have there. I do like baseball. So I do watch some baseball stuff, and yeah, I do a lot of YouTube watching. What was the other question? Did I miss a question? Yeah. Cut smaller clips of a real process. I believe this is in the entire context of one YouTube video. Yeah, just take out as much as you can to still get your point across and be entertaining. I think I did. Did I not? Matt, tell everyone the elements in a successful thumbnail, like before, after. Okay. I can do that. Yeah, baseball. Oh, yeah. You don't want to use commercial music for sure. Successful thumbnails. There's a couple examples of thumbnails that can be more successful. The before and after, as you said, is a good, compelling. All of these are just compelling. Arrows or circles, something that's circled in red. Humans, oh, I want to see that video. I want to know why that thing is circled in red. That works. There could be a progression, like a list of things. I guess that's more before and after. There's a bunch of, yeah, like I had this in my course for sure. Yeah, get in my course. I answer all of this in the course. Also, other types of thumbnails. What were they? Yeah, I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but yeah, get in the course. There's a lot of good thumbnail ideas. '80s music, baby. I'm a child of the '80s. I have '80s memorabilia, like coin-op video games. They were hot in the '80s. Masters of the Universe, hot in the '80s. Original Aliens, '80s. I love the '80s. And I like hair bands too. I am a '80s hair band. What I want to do on Piano Awesome, my other YouTube channel, is I want to take '80s hair bands and play them on the piano, like things that you wouldn't consider being played on the piano to be played on the piano. I think it's a cool mix of media that even made sense. Yeah. It is. My courses lock in the forever free. I don't think it will be free forever, but if you lock in a free account, it'll stay free forever. Just keep choosing the free preview. You will see verbiage that says premium content for $15. You can do that, but the free preview is actually 32 lessons. The $15 unlocks lesson 33, 34, 35, and 36 or something like that. 30. So definitely get in there. It's all free. Did I need to send my band to you to approve? No, I don't. You don't need to do that. You pick. There's a Makers Rock. She's talking about a collab. I do a collab on my woodworking efforts. We make reproductions of 12-inch by 12-inch vinyl record albums, artwork made out of wood and other materials, and we all pick an album, and she was asking about that. And no, there's a Google form that puts your entry into a Google Sheet, and then everyone can see the Google Sheet of your choice. Yeah. Easy now. Good. Yeah, music is a tough existence on YouTube because of copyright issues. and legal issues. It's quite the brutal existence. I get copyright all the time over here because I do covers. Like, even though it's 100% my instruments, it's copyright is two things. It is the published song, playing the actual published song, and it's the melody. It's so if anyone just does a cover of it, that's still intellectual property that's owned. Mr. Jim Bashirs is here from the Driveway Workshop channel. Hi, Jim. How are you, my friend? Yep. Get in on the course. Well, listen, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you haven't dropped a like, please do so. That's something free for you to do. If you did give me a monetary donation, please get me your mailing address where I can mail your free sticker. Some will take about a week to get to you because I don't have enough. I bought more. Yeah. Steve Coulter Live is the show name. Come by and he will play you. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I know him. Yeah, for sure. Remember, I am streaming on Friday on the Super Terrific Awesome Show on my other channel, Awesome Fun Things. There are links in the description to these properties. Come hang out. Thank you for making this an awesome show. If you have a show topic, you let me know. If you're not in my Facebook group, I will let you in. Just knock on the door and request to be a member, and I will approve you. It's an awesome place to learn about being successful on YouTube, to ask questions about being successful on YouTube, and to even answer questions. It's fun to answer questions, too. Thank you. Gotta go. I love the burrito channel names. I love you all. Take care. Have a great night.